Hi there, students. Punctilious, an adjective. Punctiliously, the adverb. Punctiliousness, the noun for the quality. And even punctilio, okay, another noun. Okay, so punctilious. This describes somebody who gives very, very careful attention to detail, to small details, is always very careful to behave absolutely correctly. So he was always very punctilious in the way he dressed. He made sure everything was perfect. Not me. He always dressed very punctiliously, very meticulously, yeah? So he was always very meticulous, very punctilious in the way that he dressed. Okay, punctilious particularly talks about etiquette, making sure that your etiquette is absolutely perfect. Precisely observing the formalities. So the waiter was very punctilious in the way he did his job. He did his job very punctiliously. Okay, so he pays strict attention to even the smallest points of etiquette. Yeah? Okay, let's see. We have punctilio, a very small, fine point of etiquette. Yeah. His butler made sure that the handkerchief in his pocket was punctiliously placed. Yeah, it was perfectly placed. It was in the right position. Okay, so if you're a programmer, you need to be very punctilious. Yeah, you need to make sure everything is exactly right. Now, be careful, because very often I think we use this word punctilious to mean a criticism. It's somebody who is over formal. They are paying just too much attention to detail. They are fastidious, particularly when it comes to codes of conduct or conventions. They are nitpicking. Notice, they're very finicky. So if somebody's nitpicking, that's definitely rather negative. Yeah, his punctiliousness was rather annoying, and he had absolutely no ability to adapt to a situation. Okay, so I'm sure you all know somebody who is very punctilious. The teacher is very punctilious and corrects even the slightest mistake. If you correct students too much, then they start to get a bit depressed. So you need to choose the mistakes that you're going to correct and leave more complicated things until they're ready for them. So, punctilious, how formal is this word? This is a formal literary word. I think I'd probably give it something like 7 in formality, 7.5. I think informally I would put nitpicking, finicky, maybe, something like that. Very attentive to detail. Notice as well, having said that it's negative, you could use punctilious in a positive way. His punctiliousness is the reason why he's such a good programmer. So fine points of exactness, making sure things are absolutely right. And then this word comes from punctilio, as I mentioned before, a countable or an uncountable noun, a fine point in a ceremony or a procedure, strictness in observance of formalities. So, at the coronation of a king or a queen, punctilio is probably quite important. But usually it doesn't matter so much. And then as to origin, well, it comes from the Latin word punctum or punctum, meaning a point. So yeah, the tiniest little point is absolutely right. So, are you punctilious when you speak English, or do you make sloppy mistakes? It's best to be as punctilious as you can when using a foreign language. Enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Punctilious, punctiliousness, punctiliously, punctilio.